this is a Twin Flame Sacred Union check-in for the week ahead, for the 1st to the 7th of July. I'm very excited. We are well into like Cancer season now, and we're about to enter a really amazing time. We've got an eclipse with the new moon on the 2nd of July, and this is going to bring about some very, very powerful changes for the collective. So we're going to get as much clarity on that in this reading as possible. But I'm overall feeling, I'm just really, really looking forward to this. So I am being guided to start with the masculines because I feel like the masculines are going to be impacted the most. The masculines I've been channeling for, they're going through a bit of an awakening right now. So they are going through an awakening. They are ascending to a higher level, a stronger kind of like connection with the higher selves. So let's see where these masculines are at this week. Three of Swords literally just fell out on my lap. So these masculines are going to be pushed through all these feelings where they're just going to feel all the emotions of not having their feminines in their lives. For those of you in communication, these masculines are going to be realizing that they want more than that. For those of you who aren't in communication, your masculine is going to be realizing that he wants to reach out to you. It's like, this next week, especially with the new moon and the eclipse, they're going to be pushed to really face their feelings, face this heartbreak, and really feel the separation so that they can take steps to changing this. We'll see what else is going on with the masculines this upcoming week. 10 of Swords. Wow, these masculines are going through huge shifts. These are the emotions and feelings that they have to feel and face so that they can go through their rebirth. It's quite simple, really. You can't come into union as the people you were before. You have to go through a rebirth. You have to go through an awakening, and that's what's happening right now. These masculines are being pushed through this awakening. It's uncomfortable, it is painful at times, but this week we are going to see them reach a point where they can no longer go on as they were. This is the point where these masculines have to make changes, have to change things in their life, because this old cycle can't continue. Three of Cups, they know they want this reunion. There is a lot of guidance and support around these masculines for this upcoming week as they are pushed through their emotions. For some, they're going to be, Spirit's going to say like pushed to their limit of what they can take, which might not sound very pleasant, but it's necessary. It's going to be the awakening these masculines need to get them to take action or to get them to do whatever it is that's next for them. Feminines, you've got the World. And with the 10 of Swords here, 10 is completion. The world is completion. Feminines, your masculine's going to be watching you from a distance. It's going to be watching you and assessing the situation. This is them reading the room, like testing the water, seeing what is going on with their feminine. Is it safe to approach? It's someone doing a risk assessment and being told. It's like these masculines are doing a risk assessment of their feminine situation and wondering, can they take action? Can they make their move? I'm loving the idea of this risk assessment that is going on with these masculines, which means that they are planning and preparing. But there's things that we're not allowed to know about that have to remain a surprise. But there is planning going on behind the scenes. 2 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Feminines, you're going to be starting a new journey this week. The eclipse for you is going to bring about a new beginning, a new opportunity. For some, this could be career. It's just going to be something that's personal. So this new opportunity is not going to be related to your twin or your counterpart, because it's going to be something independent. This is an opportunity for you. However, we also do have a new beginning in love, but they're separate. So It's like feminines, you're going to experience some kind of offer from the universe, like something that you've been waiting for, or an opportunity that you hadn't anticipated that's going to come your way. And there is also going to be a new beginning, kind of like taking place in your relationship, in your love life. Feminines, you might have a bit of an emotional week, but this is going to be the purifying stage. It's like you've done the heavy purges, the healing, the crying, crying your eyes out. The Four of Wands is now on the bottom of his deck, which is the Union card. So you've done all those heavy purges, feminines, and now this is like the cleansing bit where we just we cleanse our energy fields and we get ready. I'm going to see what guidance is coming up for the masculines for this upcoming week. So how are they being guided and supported this week by the universe? The Emperor. I've got a really weird vibe that's just come with that card. And it is like these masculines, they're being guided by their higher self, by a higher power. This Emperor is someone up there who is watching over them and guiding them. I don't think I think it's going to be different for everyone. I don't think we're going to know exactly how these masculines are being guided this week, because it's going to be different. But this is their higher self, their ancestors, their guides really working with them now this week. The Thursday, the 4th of July, is going to be powerful in some way or another. So make note, Thursday the 4th of July is where I think the masculines are going to be coming out of this energy of being at rock bottom and actually kind of like rebuilding. So Thursday is where we're going to see a turnaround in the energy where they are ready to rebuild from hitting that place. And holy shit, we could have a return. For those of you who have been separated for 6 months or more, I think there's going to be a shift. That's so weird. It's such a specific message. For those of you who have been separated or no communication for 6 months or more, Thursday could very well see a shift in the energy in your connection. So make sure you connect with your twin in the 5D and see how the energy has changed, because I think you'll notice a shift, and they're preparing to return. They're being guided now by their higher selves to come home. This is their higher self saying, go home. Go home to your partner, your soul connection. Go home to your divine feminine and tell her how you feel. Give her an offer of love. I'm just hearing someone saying, just go home. With the moon. And we've got this new moon on the 2nd. Oh, this is such an amazing reading. I'm loving it already. And yeah, these masculines are being guided with the new moon energy this week to return home to their feminine. It's like they have done so much on their own. They are so strong and powerful, and it's time for them to come home. Let's see what guidance we've got for the feminines this week. King of Cups. Let your masculine make his moves. Give him the space to make his moves. So you notice in this card, there's dolphins here jumping in the background, and I'm hearing that feminines, you're going to be leaping with joy. So that's what message I'm getting from this, is that feminines, something is happening this week which is going to have you leaping for joy, being very, very happy with how things are going. There could be communication coming in and it's going to be a surprise. For those of you who don't see communication this next week, it's on its way. It's just in the distance here, but it's coming closer. Your masculine is feeling very grounded, very strong, very stable. Look, both these cards have something in common. They're both on a throne, but he's got something in his hand here, and in this card as well, it's the same. It's literally identical in what it looks like, this rod, and I don't think it shows in the other kings in this deck either. Let me just try and find one. No. The other king, like the King of Wands, is just holding a wand. There's nothing else in his other hand. This one has the cup and has that kind of like stick. I'm not sure what it is. So these two cards are really, really mirroring each other right now. So feminines, you are being guided to let your masculine's higher self do the work. Let your masculine's higher self guide him home. All you need to do is hold space for your masculine, shine your light out towards him, connect with him in the 5D, and let his higher self be the one to guide him home. You don't need to do anything, feminines, apart from being your true, authentic self. Oh my God, he's coming home. I'm feeling a little bit emotional with this because I'm really channeling for a group who have been out of communication for some time, or been in separation for 6 months or more. There's something about 6 months which is very, very specific to this group that I'm channeling for. Either no communication 6 months or more, or separation for 6 months or more. There's about to be a shift, like a freaking huge shift. This is massive. This is the week where it's going to happen. And the King of Wands has just come out, which is weird that that's the one that I found in the deck before. This King of Wands is a masculine who is getting ready to get up off his throne and take action. Wands are all about action, fire, passion, drive. Feminines, also these two mirror in like the colours and stuff. So I don't know, I'm just feeling like it's time, you're just being guided to let the masculine's guides and higher self work with him. Because we've got the Ten of Swords. So the feminine guidance this week is actually really, really clear. You are being guided to let your masculine bring communication in, to let his higher self and his guides support him as he goes through this Ten of Swords energy, as he hits rock bottom and gets ready to rebuild his life and take action towards you. This is him being called home. It's like he's been lying here for some time, feeling so shitty about himself, and Spirit is saying it's time. You know, it's like even his higher self is his higher self has like an even higher power that's above him, and it's like his higher self has been waiting for permission to go and come to the rescue, and it's like someone's finally like nodding their head and saying go and rescue him, and then his higher self is going to swoop in and pick him up off the ground and prepare him to come home right after we have this new moon eclipse. I think that the Wednesday and Thursday is going to be very, very significant. This is the Seven of Wands. By Sunday, sorry, I'm about to do what to expect now. So we've had current energy, we've had the guidance, what to expect. By Sunday, by the 7th day of next week, your masculine will be working so hard. This is him having picked himself up off the ground, getting ready to fight, to defend what is his. And this is someone who, so the kings are great. The kings in tarot are fantastic. You know, they represent a masculine who is very strong, secure and stable. But ultimately, kings have servants, you know. Kings have people underneath them who work hard on their behalf. So this week, what we can expect to see, your masculine, whilst being in his king energy, he's going to be a grafter. He's not about to sit back and just wait for this union to happen. He's someone who is prepared to muck in, to work with you now, put the effort in and really just dig deep and, yeah, defend this connection and start working hard on rebuilding a relationship. Four of Swords. So he is going to need some rest. He is going to be resting, but actually I feel more of it is a card for the masculines going to be meditating this week. We can expect them to spend a lot more time with their higher selves. They're going to stay in this energy where they're lying there resting and letting downloads come in from their higher self. Queen of Cups. So we now have a perfect match to the King of Cups that the feminines have. So feminines, you're being guided to let your masculine work hard on this connection and be the one to kind of bring this together. Well, feminines, you can masculines, well, and feminines, both of you can expect your masculine to be returning to you with an offer of love. There is something coming in for these feminines this week. For some, I really feel it's going to happen this week, and for others, it's just going to be between it's just going to be like the next couple of weeks. For some, it's going to be this week. For some, it's going to be the week after. For others, it'll be the week after when we have another partial eclipse on the 16th of July. But it's happening. It is seriously, we are about to enter a portal of energy where we're just going to see union after union coming together. Feminines, 8 of Swords. So what can you expect? You're going to be probably feeling a little bit stuck whilst your masculine goes through his stuff, but also I'm seeing someone being rescued here. I'm seeing this feminine being rescued. Also, you're going to be very protected this week, so you are going to be looked after. Your masculine is waking up. I've been saying that for a while now, but it's like he's really, really close. Everything's going to start coming back into balance. Feminines, you're not going to be stuck for much longer. Also, you know, free yourself. Don't stay in this energy of just being stuck and waiting. You're going to be becoming even stronger. I actually feel like this connection is going to become stronger this week. This connection is going to become a lot stronger as you both feel how devoted you are to making this work. And the final card for the feminines for what to expect, the High Priestess, which is number 2. 2nd of July is the date of the eclipse and the new moon, and I feel something's going to come to light with this new moon. The High Priestess is a card of secrets, so some secret is being revealed on the 2nd of July, or as a result of the 2nd of July. So like I said, for some it's not going to be next week, it's going to be shortly after. Okay, I am just going to use the Archangel Michael cards to get some cards of guidance for the collective this week. So a card for the masculines, please, and then a card for the feminines. Masculines, prayer will help this situation. So if you are watching and you are a masculine and you're stuck in that energy of kind of feeling at like rock bottom and having a lot of like hurt and pain coming up to the surface, then ask Archangel Michael and ask your guides for divine intervention and to help you in this situation. Like literally just pray, you know, if you want to ask for a miracle, you know, ask them to kind of like send support and guidance to you. Feminines, I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck because I just feel such a sense of peace as soon as I get this card. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Feminines, you can rely on your masculine to do his work. He is not avoiding it. He is getting ready for you. He is preparing for your union. Open your heart to him and let him kind of feel your love, and he'll be returning, I feel, very, very soon. I think, like I said, if that 6-month message resonated with you, then this is definitely a reading for you. Okay, so 1st to the 7th of July, please, Spirit. I need 2 cards. I need one for the start of the week and one for the end of the week. That's what I'm told. Start of the week, it is safe for you to love. So I'm feeling that there is going to be a bit of a shift on Wednesday, Thursday in the energies, which is why I need 2 messages. So at the start of the week, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. After this, the eclipse and the shift in energy we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is a card of things happening quickly. It also serves as a reminder to use the energy of the eclipse to manifest what it is you want. Use this energy to clearly decide what you want, and it will come to you so quickly. Okay, I'm being guided now to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic just to get some energy, union energy between both the masculines and the feminines. Oh my god. The Ace of Pentacles, and look at that card. Look at kind of like how vulnerable and open and intimate they are with each other. And the Ace of Pentacles, it is a secure, stable new beginning, an offer coming in. This is a gratifying relationship. It's one where both of you are going to be just completely intertwined with each other, in harmony and happiness. And some of you, there is going to be some intimacy this week, whether that is sexual intimacy or just kind of like showing your more vulnerable side to each other and communicating quite openly and intimately with each other. This is definitely the card of a post-sex cuddle though, isn't it? So for some of you, who knows, you might be having a sexual encounter with your masculine this week. Let's see what else is going on between you both. Temperance. This is a card of alchemy for me. I always see this as like a process coming together, like a chemical process coming together, magic even. It's also a card of patience. You are being asked to be patient, and just let things balance out themselves. You don't need to force this at all. Just let things balance out in their own time, and this will come together really, really wonderfully. Some of you, you're going to be having some huge sacral chakra pulls this week and clearing out of your lower chakras. I have been getting that in a couple of messages actually. Interestingly, I have recorded a guided meditation on chakra clearing and alignment with affirmations for each chakra. You can download that from my website, so I'll put a link in the description below, because I feel like that's going to be very, very important that we do clear out our chakras and get aligned, ready for all these cosmic shifts, because there's going to be a lot going on in the energy. Everything's kind of like being filtered now, so I'm just seeing like a coffee filter. So it's like things are just being filtered now as we get rid of all the like little gritty bits that can't come into this pure divine cup of union, if that even makes any sense. So definitely would recommend doing some chakra clearing and alignment and just really getting yourself ready, clearing out anything, any kind of like negativity or stress that you've been holding on to, which the meditation I've recorded does an amazing job with. I've tried and tested it on a couple of people, so yeah, I definitely recommend getting that if you can. Like I said, I'll put a description in the box below, and then do kind of let me know in the comments how you find it. The Fool. So we've got a new beginning between you both this week. Someone is getting ready to take a leap of faith. I'm getting a very specific message coming through now. Someone, for a group of you, karmic partners are being left this week, because we are about to enter Mercury retrograde as well, and Mercury is a very common time for breakups. So I think the combination of these eclipses and Mercury retrograde means that karmic partners are being left this week for some of you. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but for some of you, they are leaving karmic partners in situations because the King of Chalices, they want to surprise you with an offer of love, and it's a strong message of surprise. So I think there's a group of you who karmic partners have been a block to this union, and your counterpart has been talking about leaving their karmic partner, and this is the week where I think they are going to surprise you and tell you that they are leaving. They're packing their bags and they are leaving their karmic partner so that they can be with you, because you are the one that they want to look after and nurture and love. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, because I feel like these karmic partners are going to bite and try and latch on and stop this person from leaving their karmic partner. But this Fool has packed his bags. He's ready to go. He's ready to head towards his new journey and new beginning without a care in the world. He's leaving behind everything, so that he can have his new beginning. Okay, we've got the World card. This also came out for the feminines. World is completion, and it just feels like feminines, this is confirmation that things are being completed with your masculine. This is coming back full circle now. You're ready to experience your union. The world is your oyster, so you can go anywhere with this connection. For some, that's like even like literal. That is literally like when you two come together in union, you will be able to live anywhere in the world. Like the world is your oyster. Six of Swords for travel cards. So yeah, some of you will be traveling. Some of you are going to be planning a holiday. I'm just really drawn to the number 6 here in the Six of Swords, and it is just confirmation that for those of you who've had a really shitty last 6 months with your counterpart, things are going to start coming together now, and this is the week where it's going to start shifting. This is the week where, you know, the burden puts down and we start opening up to a relationship again and experiencing some kind of like sexier times with our counterpart as well. Okay, we're going to get messages from the feminine to the masculine. I can't fight this feeling anymore. True love has a habit of coming back. Our prayers and visualizations are manifesting. And masculines to the feminines. I choose you, you are the one for me. I loved you the second I laid eyes on you. And one final message from the masculines to the feminines this week. I need to take 2. Oh my god, I love it when I'm like, oh, just one more, and then Spirit's like, no, take 2, and then they give me messages like this. Wow. Look away, I am about to make a move. I will propose to you. Oh my god, and for someone this proposal is happening real soon. Not saying this week, but I mean it's going to happen quickly. Wow. I absolutely love that reading that we've done today, and I'm excited for a truly wonderful week. Okay, so you can buy my message deck on my website. I'll also post a link to that below. It's got 90 messages in here, so it is a chunky deck. I've launched a level 1 psychic awareness course, which you can book on my website. The next one starts at the end of September, because this one over summer is fully booked. So try and book that as soon as possible, because the last one filled up in like 4 days. And what else? Yeah, the guided meditation I'll post a link to below. The chakra one in particular will really help this week, especially with the eclipses and all the kind of like cosmic shifts happening. There's also an inner child meditation, you know, if you do want to do any inner child healing. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. I'm very excited, and let me know in the comments if anything happens this week, or if you do download my meditation or book on one of my courses. Sending you lots of love and light.